Hi guys, this is a video on Windows software. This time I'm talking about how to get early homebrew games working on a PSP emulator on your Windows desktop. Now, these are they're not complete at all. They've got very small compatibility lists. In fact, I can't even find any on the internet. But the Potemkin seems to only support a couple of games. One of them is Puzzle Bobble Pocket, I think. But that's a commercial game, so I can't show you that. I can show you the emulator running. Basically, the guy who created this, as you can see, is Alpha. The guy who created this has released the source to it onto SourceForge, and this is pretty much all I can show you because nothing else works, and I can't seem to find games for it. PSPE is another emulator. Some people call it an ELF interpreter, so they say it's not really a PSP emulator. It's a converted ELF emulator or something like that. But basically, to get the games running, I've only managed to get 3 running. 2 of them are games, one of them is a application, and to be honest, you can find PC equivalents to this anyway. They're very, very basic games, but just to, if you want to be cool and say I can emulate a PSP on my desktop, it's called PSPE. You can download it. I'll provide the download link in the description. And to play games, you need to double click PSPE. You need to make sure you have the SDL DLL file, which I'll try and include the link to that in the description as well. Inside the MS-Naught file, it says PSP and it says game. So go into PSP and game, and you can then drag your applications into the game folder, regardless of name. So, and you'll notice if I go into each folder, they have eboot.pbp. So if I go to run the emulator now, you can see it says PSP emulator. It doesn't have a classic PSP menu. It's very early stages. It's been abandoned as well. So you see it says PSP Calc Test, PS Pong, and Tetris. Now these all work, which is good. So PS Calc, as you can see, is just a calculator. Obviously you've got this on Windows anyway. The keys for this are up, down, left, right, with your up, down, left, right keys, and W, A, S and D. W is triangle, A is square, S is X, and D is circle. So circle has to work for this, so I'll just say 2 plus 2. You see, a very, very basic applications. I'll try and run something else. PS Pong. Pong for single player. Press enter. No. Press X. Circle. Oh no, sorry. Start is F1 and select is F2. So I'm pressing F1 for start. As you can see, it's just a basic version of Pong. So these aren't brilliant games, but if you want to be able to say I can emulate a PSP, if you're a big fan of emulation, then just have this. This is in beta and the other one was in alpha. And if you know of any more games that run on this, because there really is hardly any games that can run on this, and there's hardly any websites on the internet as well because it's old. These are quite old emulators. I managed to find a guy who says PSP, I think this is 0.8, this is 0.9. It says it's got a couple of demos that it's tried and some of them works. Now I noticed that what was quite funny is that it's got things that say InfoNES. InfoNES I think is an emulator that emulates NES ROMs on the PSP. So why you'd want to put an emulator inside an emulator, I don't know. But if you know of any games, and if you can provide download links, because obviously homebrew applications are made by people, so they're free to download, then please let me know. So thanks for watching my video. This was PSP emulators. If you like my videos, please rate, comment, subscribe, and thanks again.